Well, Infinity War was such a crazy movie that literally we blasted one of the CineWeeks out of existence.
Or got dusted.
Or got dusted. Yeah. Our CineWeek episode was Sandman.
It wasn't spared by Thanos.
I'm just a mom. You have no clue what I'm capable of.
Welcome everyone to yet another week of CineWeek. This is the week of May 11th. Yeah, and we've got some movies out that are new premiering. So,
That's how it works.
I know, that is literally how it works on CineWeek. If you didn't know, yes, we talked about movies that are coming out this week that are new to the box office and what we are excited about, or lack thereof in some cases. This week we've got a couple of movies that I think you might have heard about, but we've also got a couple movies that you haven't. So, without further ado, we start off with Life of the Party. This movie is kind of a comedy, I guess you could say, and it's got the director Ben Falcone, or Falcone, I'm not quite sure, attached to directing, and he's the guy who brought us The Boss and brought us Tammy. So, depending on your mentality, you could be excited or not excited. And we've also got, of course, Melissa McCarthy starring in this role. And as well, we have Jillian Jacobs. The reason why I mentioned her is because she's Britta from the Community. Oh, yeah. So I thought that might be worth mentioning because I think she's funny. I think she's good. Yeah. So maybe something that for you there.
Yes.
Next up, we've got Breaking In. Kind of a weird movie. The director attached to this is James McTeague or McTeague. And it's crazy because I learned something new. Apparently, V for Vendetta actually wasn't directed by the Wachowskis. They wrote it and they produced it, but the director was James McTeague. Yeah, or Taigi. I don't know. I thought that was interesting. So he's involved with that, and he also made Ninja Assassin. Those are his kind of two movies that you may be familiar with. And it has a lot of B-list movie actors attached to it. Pretty much the movie is kind of like they break in, but then they realize that the person they broke into, she's not going to have it, and she fights for her life.
Actor.
What's her name?
I don't remember her name, but she's in a lot of things. She has her own TV show. B, she was in...
When I say B-list actor, that means actors you may have seen their faces of, but you don't remember their names.
I'm going to remember her name by the end of this.
All right. We're calling it here.
That kind of sounds like the same plot of Don't Breathe.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And it has a lot of more talent that you might not have seen before, but you might recognize them. That's literally what I mean when I say B-list. For everyone's reference, that's what I mean. B-list actors are not bad. They're just simply actors that haven't gained, the status of, I know that name,
Yeah, like a Benedict Cumberbatch.
Exactly. Beast is the next movie coming up on this list. It's a foreign film. And the premise is a reversal on The Beauty and the Beast, kind of by the sound of it. I watched the trailer and it actually looks pretty good. So I might give this one a chance, but we'll see if that garners anyone else's interest.
We'll leave that to you, I think.
Thank you. Class Rank. It's a comedy, I guess, like a teen comedy. Class Rank. And then we've got Dark Crimes. This movie is a movie that was actually supposed to come out last year and got pushed. The only reason why you might be somewhat interested in it is it's another kind of creepy movie that has, weirdly enough, Jim Carrey attached to it.
Huh.
I don't know what to think about that because sometimes those movies are kind of interesting to watch, and then other times it's just like, dude, you are creepy.
Well,
I don't know if I want to watch you.
Jim Carrey makes me very uncomfortable, and I actively avoid seeing anything that he's in. Whenever his face pops up on my Facebook newsfeed, I scroll through it really, really quick because he makes me so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
maybe that's perfect for this movie if it's like a horror.
I won't be seeing. That's nightmare inducing. Thank you. No thanks.
Shit. I just want to get a snapshot of Jim Carrey's face, just
Don't! I'm not going to watch this episode then.
One of his latest interviews, man, he's been getting really, like crazy about things, like
Notori-
conspiracy
yeah, he's
level.
yeah, he's weird.
Yeah.
He's getting weird in his old age, man. Anyway, the next movies we have up we're putting under the category of either limited release or uncertain release because they have an official listing, but they're in that shaky territory where you could see it being changed last minute. So I'm being way more careful about that now, and I'm just letting you know. All right, so the first one we have up is Revenge. This movie is a foreign film. It's by a director that I'm unfamiliar with, but the premise is pretty interesting. Take a character that, you know, is functioning as, like, I guess this person's mistress, right? These three guys go out for, like, a guy's adventure, you know, like whatever those married men do where they're like, yeah, we're gonna be bros. And they try something that's a little uncomfortable for audiences to even experience or deal with. Oh. And in the process, she tries to run away, and she gets pushed off of a cliff, essentially. She doesn't die from the fall. She kind of like puts herself together, kind of in a Tomb Raider way, where she's kind of like, you know, makes the braces and shit, and she goes out for fucking revenge.
I've seen a trailer for it.
Yeah,
it looks interesting, but I don't know.
It kind of looks like style over substance in a way, but I am interested because I kind of like the message of, you know, you try and take advantage of this person and no, fuck you, you are gonna get screwed.
Yeah, but it also looks like it has a chance to give that message like the wrong connotation behind it, where like she ends up being like the bad.
So I kind of want to get Casey's opinion on that if she ever gets a chance to watch the trailer, because I don't know, this movie might be something that you could be interested in.
Yeah.
Is she raped?
I don't know if it actually happens. I think she
the
tries to run away
trailer doesn't
from
necessarily give that away, but it
I don't know, and that's my risque thing, because it's like, why is it always that, you know?
I'm tired. I'm over it.
Okay,
fair enough. Tired of that being in movies, and like, yay, she's coming back for revenge, but in reality, when someone's raped or assaulted, they don't say anything and they live the rest of their life in fear. So no, not gonna see this movie. It's a waste of time. I can't even believe this. I'm getting so heated right now. I'm so done with rape culture.
Okay, fair enough. Would it help if I said it was directed by a woman?
A little bit, but not enough. That makes me more upset that she thinks we need more of it in this world.
Well, I will say this: I don't think that it actually does happen.
It doesn't matter. Rape culture is not just rape.
Yeah, it's the connotation behind it.
Yeah, I'm totally over it, and that needs to stop being a storyline.
Fair enough.
We've done it for hundreds of years, and we need to just stop it.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Next movie that's coming out is Anything. It seems like a cheesy movie. It's about the infinite possibilities of love. I don't know. You know, it's a movie. It's just, it's one of those movies that's gonna come out, get no money, go without anyone knowing about it. But we put it here for posterity's sake. Lou Over the Wall. It's a Japanese anime movie. It seems like it's kind of a quirky premise, but I don't think it's going to translate to any American audiences, unfortunately. I just thought I would include it again for posterity's sake here. There's a lot of that in the limited or in certain releases. However, one of these two documentaries I'm very interested in. So first one is Boom for Real, the late teenage years of Jean-Michel Basquiat. I'm sorry if I got that wrong, guys. I feel like this is a documentary for a very specific type of audience. Yeah. I don't know who that is. I don't understand the documentary's premise or what it's preaching to. So it's not one for me. But if you know who that is and you're interested in it, please let me know, because I would love to learn something new. Because when people make documentaries, they're always passion projects. So that means that there's someone out there.
I feel like documentaries don't get enough attention.
That's why I bring them up, because I know Casey loves documentaries too, and there's always a chance that you could learn something new from them. So
you will always learn something new from a documentary. That's the point.
The second documentary that we have this week, I'm very fascinated about, and it's because it speaks to something that, you know, I kind of get passionate about. It's always
Star Wars.
Different passion, which, you know, is my love for the entertainment industry and specifically movie culture. And that is Always at the Carlisle. This movie is about the legendary legendary hotel in New York called the Carlyle. And if you don't know what it is, the Carlyle has pretty much hosted almost every singular famous person in at least American history, if not foreign history as well. They've gotten a lot of foreign visitors that have come on through. They've even had, Princess Diana, at one point, which apparently had an elevator ride with like 2 other very interesting figures, and that must have been a very interesting experience to say the least. But the reason why the Carlyle has this fame and recognition is that the staff there are historically known for their discretion. So they keep things secret, locked up. And pretty much what this movie ends up being is that there are testimonials from like all these crazy figures in the entertainment, pop culture industries. And they kind of attest to these things that either they had heard about or known about, stories from the Carlyle. So I think this kind of has an interesting premise to it. And I kind of want to watch it. And apparently it airs this coming week, either in some limited release for theaters. Probably going to stay in California for the theater releases, I would expect, because that's its audience. Same thing with New York.
Or like they'll probably come to like places like the Z Film Center.
Yeah, I could see that for the Z Film Center. And then I think it also has an internet release. So I don't know where though. So that one is something I'm going to have to do some research on. Or if you catch it and do it before me, let me know, because I would love to watch this documentary. I'd love to get a chance. So, just saying. With that said, what are we excited about this week?
Ooh.
Nothing.
Nothing? Not even that doc?
Maybe I'll go see Infinity War again.
Yay! Yeah.
No,
fair.
the documentaries don't interest me, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair
so
enough.
I'm gonna leave that one to you to see.
Okay.
And you let me know.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Ransom?
I don't know. I mean, I never saw Ninja Assassin, but V for Vendetta, that's a great movie. Yeah.
So maybe Breaking In might be one for you?
Maybe. But it also sounds like the same plot as Don't Breathe. So, and I've already kind of seen that.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't interested in this either. It wasn't the fact that there were like people that I didn't really know attached to it. It was the fact that the premise just sounded so similar for me.
It also sounds like Panic Room, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basically any movie where someone breaks into a house and the parents like, no.
Yeah, it's kind of like, aren't we a little tired of that?
We are. Kind of like Rape. We're definitely tired of that. I'm so upset about this movie.
But hey,
revenge.
There's Melissa McCarthy fans out there.
Yeah, they're probably going to go see that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let us know if you catch any of the movies this week. And if you don't, if you have any that you're excited about. Casey, Ransom, and I obviously are going to go see Infinity War again, most likely. And I might go watch that doc. But let us know what you're seeing and thinking about in the comments below, as we love talking to you guys about these. That's why we do what we do here at Worthy Watchers. So whether it's at our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel, let us know what you're thinking about. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of CineWeek, and we will see you guys next time.
Thank you.